Hi guys, can you hear me? Text if you can hear me. Technology, it's always so tricky. Can everyone hear me? There's 12 people viewing, I see that. Oh, you can hear me. I can hear you. Okay, everybody's saying yes, we are watching. Okay, so I'm going to take off my mask since I'm alone in my office and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so students, welcome to Orange Level 2. Hopefully you've had a great start. Maybe if your cohort has first hour plan, you've gotten to go to a specials class that maybe you didn't have before. And so you got a new experience. We're all in this together, and we're all new to this. So I want to encourage you to come in with open arms, kind of like you want to be positive and you want to accept what's going to happen, but also know that if there is a problem or something that's difficult, let me know and I'll see if I can do anything to help take care of it. So we're going to start out with how this works. You're in a cohort class. So that's your 3rd hour class. And we chose 3rd hour because that is 1 hour in the middle school where hardly anyone is in a specials class. And all of our core teachers were teaching that hour. So that's why we chose that one. Yours is 3rd hour. And it allows us also to really pinpoint who you contact all day long. So contact tracing is a big part of this virus. And if we know exactly who you're with all day long, it's a lot easier for us to do contact tracing. I'm going to close my door real quick because I can hear myself. Okay, so 3rd hour, you stay there all day, with the exception of specials, Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Okay, so you stay in that classroom and you stay with that teacher all day on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are our cohort days. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will have different teachers rotating into you. You'll be with the same classmates and you'll be with in the same classroom, but your math teacher will rotate in to teach to you. Your science teacher will rotate in to teach to you. So you'll have different teachers. Now on those days, which is Wednesday and Thursday of Tuesday and Wednesday of each week, you will have the lessons for the entire week taught to you in those 2 days, okay? They'll teach all their lessons in that time that they have with you. And then on the cohort days, the Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays, those are your days to work on that work with the help of your cohort teacher. So on those rotation days, Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll really need to pay attention on those days so that you can understand the lesson. Is it going to be a lot of information given to you in one day? Yes. But you're really going to have to put on your thinking cap and absorb that information. Your work days are Monday, Thursday, and Friday, and your work will be mainly turned in on Google Classroom. That's kind of the hub. You won't have papers turned in, those kinds of things for most classes. Google Classroom is where you will turn those things in. So your cohort will rotate through specials as a group. These will not be your same specials necessarily, but you'll be responsible for any work that's assigned in those. And I expect you to be polite and respectful to your specials teacher. Some of these are kind of tricky, like for instance, band. You may have the band teacher come and grab you from your cohort and take you down to the band room, and you aren't even in band. So those specials teachers are working really hard to come up with lessons that will work for you, non-band members, as well as people who are in band. So they're working very hard to figure this out, and you, I expect you to, and I know you will, cooperate with that. One of the questions that came up was, do I still need to wear my lanyard and my badge? And the answer is yes. When you go to the library, you'll be checking out books and you will still need that. You will not need it for lunch. Okay. Masks. Always wear your mask. Always wear your mask unless you are 6 feet apart from other people and outside. So some of you are probably thinking, wait a second, we always take our mask off when we go outside. Well, because we're in Orange Level 2, and because we have learned from previous and actually 5th grade and 1st grade are quarantined right now because of this. If you're not 6 feet apart outside, you still need to have your mask on. There still needs to be the social distance and the mask. Okay, so those are our 2 things. If you are 6 feet apart from people, you may take your mask off, and I want you to. And on mask breaks especially, teachers will probably sit you 6 feet apart so you can take off your mask. Recess might be a little bit trickier because you're playing. And if you're playing and you find yourself within 6 feet of someone, that's when your mask needs to go back on. The other thing that has changed with Orange Level 2 is that there are no gaiters or buffs. That's that one you wear around your neck and then pull up. There's been a lot of studies out about those recently that have said that they don't help. In fact, they may hurt because they may take the particles and actually separate them into finer mist and spread them out so that they're easier to get into people's noses and mouths. Also, valved mask. If you have a valve on your mask, that means it's letting air out. We don't want that to happen. Wearing your mask properly. It doesn't matter if you have a mask on and you've got it like this. If you have it like this, oxygen is getting in through your nose. If that oxygen has the virus in it, it's getting in through your nose. And also, there's been studies that say you carry a lot of the virus in your nose if you have it and you're asymptomatic. So we have to cover up our nose and our mouth at all times when we have our mask on. Recess. Recess is going to be different. You will go to recess with your cohort teacher. You are assigned a place on the playground or football field area that is just for your cohort, and you stay with your third-hour cohort during recess. You do not mix with other cohorts during recess, and you stay with your teacher as you go there and back. I have set it up to where recess and lunch duty is being covered one time a week by a specials teacher. So there may be one time a week that you have not your cohort teacher with you during recess. You still need to follow the rules. If you're not 6 feet apart, wear your mask, and do not mix with any other cohorts. At recess, do not leave your assigned area. Maintain social distancing, and if you're not 6 feet apart, wear your mask. We're doing this so that we can stay in school. The 5th grade is not in school this week. The 1st grade is not in school this week, and the reason why had a lot to do with recess. So that's why we are instituting these Orange 2 regulations. Dismissal to lunch. Line up when your teacher whistles, just like you normally would. Stay 6 feet apart. Put your mask on. Walk back into your classroom. And lunch will be delivered to your classroom during recess based on the number your teacher puts on the little sheet outside of their door. So make sure you order a lunch if you want one. If you're going to be absent for first hour for lunch count, but you know you're going to be back because of an orthodontist appointment or something, I would have your mom email the teacher and say, she's not coming back until 3rd hour, but she does want a lunch today. So everyone eats in your cohort classroom. That means you have a big responsibility. Number one, we can't have everybody out of the lockers getting their lunch boxes at the same time. So I suggest that you bring your lunchbox to your cohort class in the morning at 8:20. Always wash your hands or hand sanitize before you eat. That's part of keeping yourself safe. Clean up your own messes off the tables and floors. Wipe down your desks and tables after you eat. That's your responsibility of taking care of your area. We don't have enough custodial staff to go around to each classroom and clean it right after lunch and before you begin your 6th hour. So that's going to be your responsibility. Let's review some of our rules. These are the same rules we reviewed on the first day of school. There's no gum allowed, no gum period. We know the dress code. No hats unless it's hat day. Be respectful with your talk. What you say, when you say it, where you say it. Don't touch anyone. That's pretty much the rule in Orange Level 2. Don't touch anyone. And then your territory. This is even more important now because you have a territory for recess. You have a territory in your cohort for lunch. In the halls, you can't mix. So this territory is even more important. There's one other thing that's not on here that I need to talk about. Oops. Oh, go back. Exit one. I don't want you to see it. Okay. So Chromebooks. Chromebooks are going to be extremely important in this situation where you're learning kind of virtually in your cohort class. Chromebooks need to be charged, and if everyone could bring a pair of headphones to school every day that can plug into your Chromebook, that is necessary because you may be listening to a teacher's video, you may be doing something different from what other people in your class are doing at the same time. So you need to have your charged Chromebook and a pair of headphones. Okay, so I'm going to wait here just for a second for anyone to ask me any questions. So if you have a question, you can either text me or you can type it in the chat. That could be a teacher question or a student question. Okay, so I don't see anything, not hearing anything. Good, that must mean I covered everything. Here is a game. The fourth cohort teacher to text me with this correct answer will win a bag of candy for your class. How many curves are there in a standard paperclip? Your teacher needs to text me the answer, and I'm going to take the fourth caller, and if they get the correct answer. Okay. Oh, my first caller was correct, but it's the first caller. Second caller. Hold on. 1029, 1029. Okay, I got it. Dr. Charlton's class was correct with 3 curves on a standard paperclip, so I will be delivering a bag of candy to her class. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you have any questions or concerns, problems I could help fix, please feel free to email me anytime. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you at lunch when I deliver your lunches to your room. Goodbye. Got to figure out how to turn this thing off.